Hey.
Hello, hello.
Welcome to GZR Ground Zero Radio. Here with Michaela Compton, Tris Mahaffey, and Mike Karen.
Hello.
And special guest at the 8 o'clock hour is Miss Chloe. And
Hello.
Hi. And you brought someone with you.
I did. My bandmate Dan is here with me
Hey,
today.
Dan. How you doing?
Good, hanging.
Hanging.
Yeah.
Right. Well, that's excellent because that's what we like to do here is hang, listen to original music.
Nice.
So, Chloe, tell us a little bit about you and how you got into writing your own music.
I've been writing for a while, like since I think the first song I liked that I wrote was in high school, but I know I wrote some like not great songs when I was like a kid. But yeah, I think like fresh out of high school was when I released my first project into the music world. And then I've just been writing ever since because people had a nice response to it. So it's a nice, gave me a nice drive to keep writing.
Sure. That's excellent. So, musical family.
Yes, musical family. My dad was on the show, I believe.
He was.
At least once, maybe twice, right?
Yeah, a couple
Yes.
times.
Yeah, I think he did like a live thing.
They did a
They did.
a pre-recorded, then came back for a live.
Yeah. So he's obviously very musical. My mom's musical too. My stepdad, my brother, my stepsister, like everyone. So it's pretty cool.
Musical family. You
Yeah.
probably don't even realize this, but I met you, but you were only like 4 or 5.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, so, because I've known your dad for
Right.
20 plus years.
Right.
And I knew your mom too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Interestingly enough. So, because her father shares the studio with us,
Yeah.
so we're all
Aha.
together in that studio.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, your father's, he tells me about your career, which seems like it's blossoming. Congratulations.
Thank you.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, worldwide, we hear.
Worldwide, yes.
Yeah, my label is based in Switzerland, so it's pretty
Wow.
cool.
That's awesome. Who is your label?
They're called Taxi Gauche. They're like a little indie label out there. I found them through my producer. He worked with a band that was also on that label called Adult Books. And I sent in my album to them, and they really liked it because they already really liked my producer's work. So that helped a lot. But yeah, it's been super great. I was like shopping around for labels for a while, and I wasn't really having like much luck, or like wasn't really getting like the offers that I wanted. And so, not that I was like being that picky, but yeah, it worked out. They're really great. It's a pretty small label, so they're able to focus on each artist, which
Nice.
is really nice.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, you have a very unique sound. I already knew what you were doing because your father showed that to me, but I did a little more reconnaissance on you over the last few days too. So it's definitely, there's a lot of art involved in that, and it hits a specific genre that must run in the family because your dad, he has his own genre
Oh,
too
yeah.
that he's going after.
Yeah.
So is he like, my daughter got a deal and I don't? Does that go over at the dinner table?
He's listening right now.
Yeah. Hey, Greg.
Hey, Greg.
Hi,
Sorry.
Greg.
No, I think he's just like stoked.
I know he is.
He's
I'm
stoked
kidding.
for me.
Yeah, of course
He's like
he is.
the reason that the album even happened, because I had to borrow money from him to record it. So.
Yes.
Thanks, Dad.
Yeah. Thanks, Dad.
Dad
I'm
with the
paying
deep
him
pockets.
back, but just want to clarify that
And
I'm in debt.
so you just had a new album release party.
I did, yes. On Friday, my album came out, and then I played a show in Long Beach at Vine, just a little bar out there. It was really fun. It was a good turnout. It was nice. I mean, I really like how, since my album came out, a lot of people have been like telling me in person that they like it instead of like messages. It feels
Oh,
like
yeah.
it's
Big
just,
difference.
Yeah, it's a
Oh, yeah.
huge difference.
Yeah.
And it's like, it makes me way more like emotional too, because I'm like, oh my god, like real people like this.
Well,
That's
I'm
crazy.
sure.
It's not just some algorithm. Or,
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
just like streams. It's like a real person in front of me.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, what an awesome feeling. So we're gonna kick off your session with Last Dance.
Cool.
You want to tell us about this song before I launch it off?
Sure. This was the first single that I put out. I had been playing it for a while before it was released, like over the summer in my set list for some shows, and it had a really positive response. So I wanted to put it out as our first single, but it's pretty much, I mean, none of the songs are very happy, but this song is more about like giving more than you're receiving in like in a relationship, whether it be like platonic or romantic, you know. Do you know I get everything I ask for, everything I ask for is yours. Do you know I can barely hear myself think. I keep hearing voices. Do you know? Do you know? I'm running in circles. I'm losing all self-control. I'm running in circles. My body still feels so cold. I feel close. Strange how much I need you. Strange how I can't feel you anymore. Anymore.
Nice.
Nice. That was Last Dance by Chloe.
Beautiful,
And-
beautiful orchestration on that. The depth, especially with the phones.
Right?
You know,
you.
I don't know if this is going to be a compliment for you, but Dark Side of the Moon started kind of.
Oh.
Yeah.
I started hearing some of
I
that.
haven't gotten that one before, but that's cool.
because of the depth of the keys in the background.
Right.
Yeah.
Great head.
Johnny Bell.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's my producer, Johnny Bell.
So tell us about your producer. I'm not familiar with him.
He's in Long Beach. He works at a studio called Jazz Cats. And he was in a band called Crystal Antlers for a while, and then stopped doing that, started his own like production stuff. I'm probably butchering this. I hope he's not listening, but he's worked with like a lot of really cool bands. Like he worked with this girl, Alex Page, who I'm actually playing a show with tomorrow night.
Oh.
And I've just made like so many like friends through working with him, and he just really, he really knows what he's doing. He really
sounds
helps
like
me
it.
out. But yeah, and now Dan's working with him, and I've got everybody roped into working with him. But it's good, He's starting his own studio, or he has his own studio, but he's starting like a bigger studio. He's expanding, so that's like his next big endeavor.
He's getting all that Chloe royalty money.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
You're going to put in a south wing to the studio now.
Yeah.
Right? Upgrade to an SSL console.
Nice. The Chloe wing.
The Chloe wing.
I'll get like a plaque on the wall.
Right. Exactly.
So your gig tomorrow night, where's that at?
At the Moroccan Lounge. Opening again for Alex Page. It was a last minute gig, but I'm really excited. I've known Alex for a few years. We have all like the same friends, like I said, and her bass player was in my band for a little bit, and she's been on tour. She's doing really, really well. She's doing her own headlining tour right now, and tomorrow's her last day of tour. So I think it'll be a good show. I think it's almost sold out, actually.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good.
Awesome. And okay, so you were saying that you just did your album release party down in Long Beach.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and that you said this was dropped on Friday.
It was.
Jeez.
We are glad that we're sharing it here. Thank you for coming in and
Thank you for
sharing
having
all
me.
of this with us. Hot off the press, right?
It's like super fresh.
Love that. Love that. All right, we got another one coming up here. This is titled There Will Be Blood. I'm sorry for the hesitation. I was going to say it differently. And then I was like, I'm going to let you elaborate, not me.
There Will Be Blood. Dan said it's one of his favorites. It's about a breakup. Like a lot of them are about a breakup.
A bloody breakup.
Yeah, this one's about like blaming yourself though instead of blaming the other person. So a little twist.
Let's check it out. There Will Be Blood.
I don't like who I've become. I feel pretty when I'm done. How come everybody's dancing alone? Takes a sec to call me back. This feels like a heart attack. Everybody knows I sober up with hope. I'm bleeding.
Nice.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I love all the ambiance happening there, and yeah. So we were having a conversation, or Trish was having a conversation with you about this. Let's talk about that on air for a minute, about the plastic piece for the guitar to make it sound like a slide. Let's just chat about that and chat about, you know, you don't play this song live. And the reason why you don't have a steel player for playing live currently.
Yeah. It's a little hard to recreate that.
I'm gonna find this
space.
I'm
Yeah.
using the phone. I'm gonna find it so I can speak properly about this. But what it amounts to is a friend of mine posted something that is using a guitar product. There it is. Okay, Bruce, if you're listening. Bruce.
Shout out
Bruce Gatewood. Phenomenal guitar player, East Coast guy. He's always doing demos. Here it is. Guitar flatter fretless mode. Okay.
I just don't see it.
We're passing the phone.
Oh, it's the film, like the clear.
Yeah.
Okay. That's why I couldn't see it.
Exactly.
It's clear.
I can't see
You
it.
can't see it, but it's there.
I don't see that.
Is that like the coolest thing ever?
That is pretty sweet.
I want one. It's called Guitar Flatter Fretless Mod. So I asked him where he got it from, and he says, "Hey Bruce,
Home Depot?
fretless guitarflatter.com."
Oh, wow. Couldn't
of
be more
course.
specific.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I want one
Should get
because
one.
I'm a horrible slide guitar player. Because my frets, my strings are too low in the neck.
Right.
So all you hear is clacking, and I'm completely out of pitch, and it's a nightmare, and it sounds like cats whining or something. But to fix your problem, I think that,
That
might
could be
it.
cool, yeah. Pedal steel is a really cool instrument.
It is.
My friend George played it on the record, and I didn't know what it was. I'd only heard of a lap steel.
Yeah.
So it was like kind of blew my mind. And just there's so many like pedals on the floor, and then like he's doing stuff with his hands too.
Yes.
Crazy.
Yeah, because it controls the pitch of a lot of strings.
Yeah.
So it's a very unique instrument for sure.
Yeah, it's cool too because we had him come in for just 2 songs, and then we ended up like using samples from like outtakes, and then like kind of putting them like scattering it throughout the album. Especially like I think there's some in like the little like shorter in between tracks on the album. Like we just threw some
Neat.
random sounds in there, and
Yeah.
those set the mood for a lot of them, which was cool.
Awesome. That's some of the funnest stuff. We've talked about that in here before, where people leave like the tailings of the song, and I'm certainly a fan of that, where it goes on forever.
Yeah.
And even my own bandmates are like, "Can't you just fade it?" And I'm like, "No, I like when you
No.
like dropped your drumsticks." And,
Yeah.
ambient stuff like that.
One of my songs I think that we're gonna play has that at the end, where you can like hear me saying like I felt angry in that take.
No, perfect.
That's perfect to keep
Yeah.
that kind of stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, I love it too. What song is that? Let's just cue it up.
That's New Jersey, right?
Yeah, that's next.
That is next.
Awesome.
Cool.
Well, great lead into it.
Great timing.
Here we go. New Jersey by Chloe Gallardo.
I think I like you. I know I do. Every day I wake up thinking of you. You think it's funny, but I don't laugh. Every moment spent is left in the past. We slept on sofas. You met my dad. We never fought. How
Hey.
Hey.
We are back, and you were listening to New Jersey by Chloe Gallardo.
Wonderful. Sounded incredible.
Thank you.
So your mom and dad, both musicians as well.
Yes, they are. And they're both listening.
They're
Hello,
both
Mom
listening.
and Dad.
Hi, Mom and Dad.
Hello, Mom and Dad. Yeah, I was just mentioning I knew your mom too. It's been many, many years.
Oh, yeah.
But she was always incredible talent. So it's not, shocking at all that you and your brother play. I know your brother's a drummer, right?
Yeah, yes, he
And
is.
your parents obviously very proud of both of you guys. But coming from musical parents, how could you not become musicians?
I know, yeah. It's funny too because I feel like I never shared my music with them.
Right.
Like I was very scared. I was I've always been pretty shy, but yeah, when I first I think I posted a singing video or something on Instagram when I was in maybe middle school or something, and people were commenting and they're like, whoa, I didn't know you could sing, that's crazy. And even my mom was like, wait, this is really good. And so then they bought me a guitar and stuff, and I taught myself how to play to my best ability. It's not great, as we were just talking about, but yeah, I was always really scared to show them stuff, so it's kind of funny now. I still won't really show them stuff until it's done.
Right, yeah.
My dad didn't even really hear the record until maybe a couple months before it came out.
Wow.
Because I was kind of scared. Well, this record specifically is just heavy, so it's just all very personal. So,
Okay,
yeah.
yes. Yeah, when we put ourselves out there, huh?
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun,
I
dun.
can't really think about it too much. Otherwise, it freaks me out, and I won't ever release music ever again.
Well, I think it's music. I think it's better when it's personal.
It's honesty.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, all those songs, all the musicians I listen to are very honest, and I love finding a song where it's so specific, and I'm there's no way that this is not about my life, but it's not about my life. So I think that's cool, to kind of follow in that vein. Maybe something I wrote will make somebody else feel like that. Who knows?
Well, I think you're already you're getting that because that show you were speaking of last week when strangers are coming up to you, right?
Yeah.
That's that. Then you're connecting. You're connecting with your audience.
Yeah.
And it just goes from there and there and there and it.
Yeah, it's a very surreal feeling, but it's cool.
Very cool.
Yeah. I like it.
Coolness in the house, Chloe Gallardo. We're going to hear some more from you, but before we do that, let's tell people how they can get a hold of you and listen to your music.
I'm on all all streaming platforms. My music is on it, and then I'm on Instagram. My username is Cloford, CHLOFERD, or you can just search my full name. And then I'm on Twitter too, but I don't really use it. But Instagram's my main thing. I don't really use my Facebook. I don't like social media at all, but I have to have it. So Instagram is the place to find me.
Seems like Instagram. I've just got an Instagram.
Oh, really?
2 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago?
Yeah, I've never had one.
Oh my God.
I know.
You're missing out.
I guess so. Because I know my kids, that if they're on anything, they say the same thing. We're
Yeah.
not on anything, but they are on Instagram.
Yeah.
Right.
So
It's a good, hub for
Right.
everything. You have TikTok? You could be on TikTok.
I'm not on TikTok.
That's your
Yeah.
next step. for
Is it?
Instagram.
No.
What am I going to
don't
put
wa-
on?
You don't want to see Trish dance.
Come on.
I'm going to drink some cranberry juice while I'm skating and
Oh,
doing
yeah.
a
See,
fleeing
you
match.
know.
Yes.
That's a TikTok.
I
Yeah,
saw
totally.
Yeah,
totally.
you saw that on YouTube
Yeah.
of the TikTok.
That's
Up the
funny.
TikTok. Yeah.
I'll drink some cranberry juice and sing to some Van Halen song or something.
you
Jamie's crying. Or
There you
whatever.
go. Or we can start doing that to the original music that comes into the show,
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
right?
You can choreograph my next music video.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah,
That would be
I don't think you want that. but
Well, I might.
Thank you.
You and my dad
There you
work
go.
together.
Well,
on it.
he's the artist. So
Yeah.
did you know I have his band name on my guitar?
Really?
Yeah, I actually have one of his stickers on my guitar. It's kind of faded out now, but he looked at that. I'm not even sure he even noticed. But I
Really?
think at one point he kind of That's my random parade is on
Yeah.
your guitar. What are you doing?
We have
But,
some
you
of
know.
his merch around our apartment. I have he just made coasters. He's playing a show with me at the end of the month.
That's right,
Because
yeah.
I have a residency at the Wayfair, and he's gonna open one of those nights, and so he made all this merch for it. It's really cute.
Very cool.
Awesome. So tell us more about that residency. Wayfair right down the street.
Right down the street.
Yep.
I love the Wayfair. I've played there a bunch of times. I played there on the 1st, and then I have the 22nd coming up and the 29th. And those are the 3 I'm doing. It was supposed to be like a month-long residency every Monday, but I think he had some stuff already booked for some of the Mondays. But it's fine because there's 5 Mondays, and that's a lot of shows for me to book. So 3 is, I'm happy with 3. So yeah, the 22nd and the 29th. And then my dad's playing on the 29th, if anyone wants to come see me and my dad.
The 29th at Wayfair.
Yeah, for sure. So how many gigs do you got to play to get a ticket to Switzerland?
That's a great question.
And it's in a coin jar.
Yeah, no, seriously. Well,
I think you should check out corporate offices. I mean, it's only the right thing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am lucky enough to have a mom that's a flight attendant.
Oh,
Right.
that's right.
So I
Yeah.
can fly for free, and I will probably be using that. But also, I think my label wants to fly my band members out for a few shows,
Well,
in
that's
the
good.
fall.
Would you be going to, or just the band
No, just
members?
them.
Just
I'll
them,
stay
yeah.
here.
I can Skype it in.
Yeah,
or-
we'll just do a big Zoom call, and my face will be behind the band.
Now that could be kind of really cool.
That could be.
Actually, yeah.
but
that
then
might
you
work.
miss out on the Swiss chocolate. And
That's true.
Swiss cheese.
Then they,
And
Dan
Swiss
can
cheese.
bring some back for me. I don't even have to leave my house.
Actually, that would be kind of a very interesting concept, actually.
Yeah.
Just like the what is that called when they
Hologram.
hologram
Yeah.
you in?
Oh, yeah.
yes.
Yeah, they're doing that.
That's really high tech.
Why not?
Yeah.
Maybe that's my new thing.
Right.
That would
Maybe.
help with my social anxiety. And then I wouldn't have to leave the house.
There you go. That's the
I
answer
could
for.
just be in my pajamas.
right.
I've always found it so interesting how many musicians do truly have social anxiety.
Oh my God, yeah.
And it's like to get up on stage and perform, it is totally a whole different, it's a different thing. You just you get into this different mode. But the
Yeah.
minute you step off the stage, it's like, don't talk to me. I want to
Yeah.
hide. And
That's exactly how I am.
yeah.
And it's funny because I tell people that I am really awkward and socially awkward, and they're like, "But you are a lead singer in a band," and I'm like, "Well, it's different.
It's a
Nobody's
different thing.
talking to me on
Yes.
stage. I'm
Right.
just saying things, and then I can walk off." But it's the part where people are just saying things back to me that I have to remember.
you have to
how
answer
do
them.
regular humans talk?
Right.
I don't understand.
Yep.
So
I think you get used to it, though. I mean, I can speak for myself where I don't at all get nervous anymore. Mm-hmm. You get up on stage and you look out. You don't remember people's faces anyways.
Right.
So it's like, I was just doing this, wasn't I? Mm-hmm. I think it's the same people I play for, but it's not.
Right.
But you kind of get used to the same pattern, if you will.
yeah.
So
I definitely don't get as nervous as I used to, and it helps. Obviously, getting into the swing. I've been playing a few shows, handful of shows recently, but it's always the first show back
Yeah,
after a
right.
break where you're oh my God, this is kind of scary. But then after the first song, it's always fine.
that's right. Yeah. After that first song, you get the little, somebody claps
Yep.
and the smiles. Yeah. Awesome.
Then
And
you're
then, phew, I made it.
Yeah,
Through
home
that first
stretch.
one.
So I was going to ask you, and you don't even have to share this because some artists don't want to share, but who are some of your influences? And if you could just say, there aren't any.
I have
I
a
am
lot
myself.
of influences.
Okay.
Obviously my parents.
Yep.
I listened to, for this record specifically, my producer and I were listening to a lot of Broadcast. If you're familiar with the band.
I am not.
They are very cool. It's kind of I think we were describing it as video gamey. They have a lot of synths, and it sounds like a kind of an old video game.
Okay.
And the MS-20.
They have the MS-20, yes, the Korg MS-20.
Oh, okay.
And then this other girl, Annika. She's really cool. A lot of like strong female.
I've heard of her.
Yeah, she's really, really cool. I
Yeah.
really like. She was just in town, and I wish that I saw her because I think she's German, or she's from Europe. So
Yeah.
maybe if I go to Europe, I'll see her.
Yep.
Now you have to go.
Now I have to go, but I don't know who else. Who else is an influence that I? Who do I listen to? I'm putting you on the spot. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, who did you hear when you heard her for the first time? Did you see?
yeah.
Did you
That's
have
a
any
good
kind of
question.
like, this artist I'm familiar with, and she's doing what I like. I want to be a part of this.
Man, I don't know. She was always really unique to me.
Yeah.
And I feel like who she works with, too, is pretty good at making the artists not rip off other artists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well put.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True. Yeah, I do feel like it's a little hard for me to like define my type of music to people because like I'll try to like say one reference, but I'm like, well, I'm not really quite like that. Like I feel like it's like kind of my own thing, which is good. So it's not a bad complaint to have.
Yeah, well, some fans came up at the last show and were talking about the shoegaze references for this last album that you did.
Yeah. Well, My Bloody Valentine, we were influenced by a lot. I think people have told me I sound like Soccer Mommy, and I like Soccer Mommy. She's cool. Clairo I've gotten a few times. Pretty much like any indie girl singer with a softer voice. They're like, you sound like them, but it's kind of true, so.
This show is interesting because this is only our third show, but we've had 6 artists now, right? So what we've found is that the uniqueness of each artist really has their own genre, which is cool.
Yeah.
You know? So,
it's
cool.
cool.
It's easily somebody could come in here and be a sound alike.
Right.
But what we've seen so far, especially, is the artists have come in here have their whole thing going, which is in the genre itself, meaning original, you know, a sound and a vibe.
Yeah.
So you're part of that KOCI family
Yes.
of originals.
Absolutely.
Love it.
We love for our artists to have their own genre. You don't have to fit into one pocket around here.
Exactly.
Nope.
Right?
Nope.
That's the goal.
And
That's my next album.
Album title.
And a shout out to the CHP. We love you guys.
Yep.
It's also National EMS Workers Day, so
Oh.
you know, first responders. Again, thanks to all of you guys out there.
Thank you.
Toast.
Thank you.
Yeah, shout out to our friend Toast, who is in that field.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Very cool.
That made me
Michael.
think.
Help yourself.
That made me think of chocolate chip on toast.
Yeah.
Oh, Nutella toast.
See,
That's
exactly.
so
That
good.
my boys, my boys. Whenever I buy Nutella, they just like eat the whole jar, and I'm
By
like,
the spoonful.
yeah.
I can't stand
They
it.
put it on toast.
Stand it?
Yeah, we're
I'm looking
before-
for the peanut butter every time.
We're before
What
the
is this?
Nutella and the sour gummy worms, and yeah, I don't do the sour.
Oh, you don't do the sour, but you like Nutella or no?
No, I think it's just not used to it or didn't
Yeah.
grow up on it. You know, we're Jiffy, right?
It's an acquired taste.
Yes.
Jif peanut butter and,
It's just
and
pure
skull,
sugar.
skull chewing tobacco and
Oh,
It doesn't make a good peanut butter sandwich or peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Nutella?
Yeah.
Well, it's not peanut butter or jelly.
Okay, well that's the problem then, because I tried that and it was like the worst peanut butter and jelly sandwich I ever had.
there you
but
go.
you can
Science.
you can pull off the Elvis sandwich with Nutella. You can with the banana and the honey
Yeah.
and
Okay,
Nutella.
I should try that because I've heard that's good.
Yeah.
Not for me.
Dan hates bananas.
Really?
He
You
has like
do?
a visceral reaction to it.
Really? I have a banana in my car. Well, I'm not going to offer it to you then.
Yeah.
There
Looks
you
like I'm
go.
gonna have to stay inside.
The 7-Eleven right behind us.
Oh, they got
Dude
a lot
has
of
got a
bananas.
stack of bananas. That's where I got my banana.
Yeah.
He's
I
just
was
selling
looking at
bananas
those
at a
things.
7-Eleven?
He's got a huge pile of them.
Is that normal?
$3-4. It is.
Oh.
Every 7-Eleven has a stack of bananas at the cash register.
It's good eating.
Sometimes some apples.
How have I not noticed
Sometimes
I
apple.
know.
Well, usually it's just a few, and
Oh,
If
but
you're-
this one's got like...
he's
must
got
have got
2
his delivery.
piles.
Yeah.
That's good to
The
know.
delivery was
You know
today.
who loves bananas is my dad.
Good for him.
He-
Potassium.
Now we
is-
know what to get him for his birthday.
No, seriously, he would love that.
Really?
He's
Well,
obsessed.
Be prepared, Greg.
Greg, it's
Be
coming
very
your way.
prepared.
We went from recognizing
National Chocolate Chip Day.
yes, to
When is National Banana Day?
I don't
They
know them all
definitely
by
have
head.
one.
Oh, of course they do. Here we go.
All right, back to the show.
Oh yeah, we are on radio.
Chloe Gallardo Day. How about that? Congratulations on your album release.
Thank you.
A huge amount of work you put into it. And also, we're not done, but also, thank you for bringing Dan as well.
Yeah, Dan's got to say some more stuff. He's sitting so quiet.
Say
back
some
there.
more stuff, Dan.
Just being patient.
Well, you,
Waiting
Waiting
for
for
my
your
time.
moment. Yeah.
you've got a project in the works, so
yeah,
as soon as
Banana
you get
Project.
Yeah, as soon as you get that
Yeah.
going, that code name Banana. But as soon as you get that together, we'll have you in and.
Chunk and chip?
Chunk and
Chunk and chip.
a chunk is a chip.
A chunk is a chip.
But yeah, Dan has a project happening.
Yeah,
Yeah.
tell us
the
about
works.
that.
So I spent the last, I guess, 10 years in a band called Spend Time Palace. We started in high school, but we kind of faded out, just getting jobs and stuff. And through the pandemic, it was hard to tour, so actually impossible.
Yes.
Yeah, so we stopped doing that and been trying to fill my time for the past couple of years now and writing some songs. And Chloe kind of inspired me to do it on my own. When I met her, just kind of proved that you can make it happen without being able to play every instrument.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Yeah.
you're writing songs now, and
Yeah.
are you going to be singing them as well? Vocals?
I will be, yes.
Nice.
Yeah,
Good.
I sung
Good for you.
in my last band.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, well, tell us about the last band. That's okay.
Yeah.
It's Chloe's hour, but
It's okay.
We can dive
Okay,
into
she's
it.
approving.
Let's
It's
dive
okay
into
with
it.
her.
Fine. I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, we started like earlier in high school, and then probably about like 2 years into college, we got an opportunity to start touring. And we started on the East Coast, and then picked up a good agent, and toured for like 2 years, and then COVID happened, and
Yeah. You did
Yeah.
a good amount of like U.S. tours.
yeah, I think we did like 5 or 6 national tours.
Yeah.
Wow.
We just actually released our third album in November of last year, just because we had started working on it at the beginning of the pandemic and just finished it over the summer.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we had to put it out.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that happened for a lot of artists.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
Delayed
the whole-
releases.
the delayed releases, delayed,
Yep.
doing their album release parties and all of that. So yeah, understandable. Well, we're gonna definitely have you back in to share
I'm
your
coming.
stuff
Yeah.
and bring Chloe.
Yeah,
we
so
can talk
she
about
she
more.
can get her time credit that we've
Yeah.
just taken
I'm
away
gonna
from
take
her.
it.
Yeah.
Yours.
We need to get checked back in.
Yeah.
All right, and we've got another one of Chloe's to share. This one is called "To See You Go."
Ooh, my favorite.
Ooh.
Yep. Hot track.
Take me to the party, lose myself completely. Don't speak, I don't
You've been listening to Chloe Gallardo here on GZR Ground Zero Radio. Thank you so much for coming in, Chloe.
Thank you.
Congratulations on your
Thanks.
album release. And thank you so much for taking the time to come in and chat with us and share your songs.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for bringing Dan.
Yep.
Thank you for having me as well.
Dan the man.
Dan the man.
Absolutely. And your gig tomorrow night, remind us about that one.
I'm playing at the Moroccan Lounge tomorrow night. I believe it's an earlier show. I think doors are at like 6:30 or something. It's like early.
Tuesday.
Yeah. I play at like 7, I think. And then it's opening for Alex Page, my friend. It's going to be good. It's her last day on tour. So,
Awesome.
Blowout.
yeah. Going to be crazy on a Tuesday.
Crazy on a Tuesday night. Why not? Why not? And also your residency at the Wayfair. Remind us of those dates and times.
The 22nd and the 29th, they're both Mondays, and I believe doors are at 7. And the last, the 29th is a benefit show for RAIN, so it's like a $5 suggested donation at the door.
Awesomeness.
Wonderful.
All right.
Good.
Chloe Gallardo, thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you for coming in.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
thank you so much.
Thank you to our listening audience, too, for tuning in tonight. Let's spread the word that if you've missed any of the Monday night radio shows, you can rehear the show on our YouTube channel. Just look for GZR Ground Zero Radio. Look for our graffiti logo, because there are some other GZRs, something else is out there. That's not us. We are GZR Ground Zero Radio. And that's our new YouTube channel I was referencing. And we are here every Monday night. Michaela Compton, Tris Mahaffey, and Mike Karen here to bring you 100% original music. This is the best place for the original music scene in Orange County, right?
Yeah, I know.
Bringing you news from Mike Karen,
Yep.
events, gigs, original artists, interviews, and their tunes.
Yeah.
That what
That's
it be
right.
all about.
So anybody who's listening, and spread the word if you know any artists. You know, we're trying to give awareness to
Yeah.
people who haven't maybe got some little radio airtime, and you know, we're lean and mean.
I bet Sean would love to come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
Shout out
Sean.
Sean.
Hey,
Okay,
Sean.
Come on, Sean.
Send us a message. We're on Instagram, GZR Ground Zero Radio. All right, everyone. Have an excellent Monday. We're going to leave you with this hot tune. Anyone can guess the artist? Check this out.